What's up, peeps? How you guys feeling today? We're on the way to a little powwow with the Sephora squad today in New York City. It's raining, but that's not a bad thing. You know, gotta take the season in all cycles, take everything as it comes. And right now I'm in the car on the way to Manhattan, and I'm gonna take you guys with me. Ask some questions to some of the squad members on why you should also join the Sephora squad, and also get a little industry insight on some tips and tricks and tools we can all utilize to create reliable personal brands, speak from places that want us to be authentic and require our full authenticity, and taking the responsibility of what it means to be a public figure and a person of influence. So I'm excited to go into the city and see what kind of people are going to show up and connect with. The first squad launch was in Los Angeles, and it was a phenomenal time meeting everyone there. And this pop-up that we're heading to in New York at the moment is going to be specifically for people who are, you know, maybe local or traveling in. So this will be my first Sephora event in New York City. To God be the glory. And I'm excited. I'm excited for it. So stick around to the end of the video to catch some more insight on what it looks like to be on the Sephora squad. We can be exposed to so many things in the industry as it relates to beauty that makes us feel like we have to save money to consume things to make us feel more beautiful or feel more accepted. And while some of those factors are valid and they do create a system that is true, that you do need certain things to quote unquote look more appealing, but it's not about that being the first priority. How you feel about yourself first, before you look in the mirror, before you crack a smile, before you say thank you, has a lot to do with how you're going to perceive your beauty itself. So I feel like even just speaking a part of different verticals in the beauty industry, I'm very cautious as it relates to recommending what I would recommend somebody using or doing, only because I'm about the person first before the product. Authentically speaking, like when I was low on cash or I didn't necessarily have a lot of money to spend on beauty products, I was very much leaning in towards just what I could find that I could use. I would say moisturizer, sunscreen, face wash, and hoping that that product would work and hoping that product would be good for my skin, hoping I would get the results. Eventually, I went even the whole dermatologist route with finding out how I can improve certain dark marks and stuff. I do have this scar on my cheek that I'm not really looking to get rid of, although I've had many offers of like doctors saying that they wanted to get rid of my scar, but I'm okay. Thank you guys for your offers. But everything else, you know, under eye, stuff like that, you know, I found all those things off trial and error. Love New York City. All those things were off of trial and error when it came down to finding products. But my favorite product that I started out with that I was using at first was Ole Henriksen, and that ended up becoming a dream job to work, actually, because I got the opportunity to not only stand side by side and do this funny commercial with Ole. Everybody says Ole. It's Ole Henriksen. Everybody's like, Ole Henriksen. It's Ole. I'm very grateful that one of my first investments in a notable product was Ole Henriksen when I first started in my career. And I think I would always recommend Ole Henriksen's products because he's a man of integrity. And when it came down to finding out how other products translated to my skin, being in the Sephora squad and prior to, those products all came from me just taking a shot in the dark, utilizing it, seeing how it translates, seeing if I was going to return to it, and just letting it go from there, just being selective. The skincare journey and the currency journey in tangent with beauty, you know, investing in certain products, just all comes down to, again, how does this product or how do these things or how does what you're doing make you feel? So how do you feel about spending money? How do you feel about spending it? How do you feel about investing in that? Do you really want something back from it? And this Bible verse of Psalms 23, for the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He leadeth me by still waters, by green pastures. You guys can look up the verse and see it continue. But saying that prayer allows you to, and at least it allows me to see how intentional it is that I choose to give myself and choose to give what God has given me, all types of energy in all ways, back into the environment. How I choose to do that is going to heavily reflect on how I'm going to be offered with the way to receive it, and how that feedback looks from a perspective of how it was given. You reap what you sow.
I'm right here with one of the most notable inspirational voices in the beauty community. I'm gonna let her introduce because she really needs no introduction.
Thank you. I'm Tiff Benson. I am a perfumista, influencer, content creator, and consultant in the fragrance space.
What do you think is one of the most important things about being yourself in this creative field as it relates to you doing and being an influencer and a creative in this space?
I think the most important thing is to have tenacity with what you do, and to realize that perseverance is probably the most essential thing you can have in your arsenal. You're gonna have really good days, you're gonna have really bad days. Sometimes you can ride the wave of things being great and also experience the lowest of the lows, but you gotta continue to get back up and just know that there's a plan, and God has a plan for us, and He'll make a way, and just keep going. That is really the long and short of it. You just gotta keep going.
Thank you so much, Tiff.
Grateful to be a part of a community of inspirational people in the squad, and also in my industry of fashion and all things I'm doing at this moment. So far it's been a very good year. It's been very impactful, and I choose to see the gratitude in all of this. For anyone who does have a intention or is inspired to join Sephora Squad, I would say go to sephorasquad.com and fill out an application and ask people, to give feedback, leave testimony. So here's what's going to happen when you go apply. You're going to go do the thing with the application process, and it's just going to ask you to fill it out. And I would say just go do it and just see where it goes, because the way Sephora Squad happened for me was my agent at the time, Shanae Ingleton of Kensington Gray, phenomenal agency. If you guys are interested in representation, especially if you look like somebody like myself and you like to do what I do, definitely hit up Kensington Gray. She would have said, hey bro, don't forget to fill out the Sephora Squad application. And I was like, wow, she did the Lord's work with reminding me to do something that I did not have in my mind to do at the time. Me listening to that little voice from God and being obedient and going forth and doing it is what led to me being able to have this testimony of why and how you guys should definitely join the Sephora Squad and see what it can do for your life, because it has been life-changing for me. I've learned so much about creatively expressing myself through brand partnerships, through meeting owners, and through talking to other creators on how they found their niche and how they've developed more relationships, and not to mention how much products you get. Like, it's like you get so many exclusive drops that it's not even a joke. Like, you're up to, I'm 6'3", and I swear there's boxes, I gotta find the photos probably, like the freaking packages that come in. It's crazy how much stuff comes in, and all you could do is say thank you. Leave a shout out like, hey, thank you. But this is how much, it shows how much people want to work with you and how much people actually find value in what you're doing, what you have to say. So do not shadow yourself. Do not restrict your voice from being afraid of a no or being anxious about a yes. Be anxious about nothing, and know that God is working all things together for the good. Romans 8:28, for we know that all things work together for the good of those who serve And the purpose to serve is a service. Always look to be a service, always look to give. And I feel like that is about it as it relates to this trip and this conversation that I just wanted to shed over to you guys. So if you guys are interested in finding out more about what's happening inside, sign up for the masterclass. I'm dropping some exclusive content with some exclusive gems from some of the squad members and some of the owners here. And also I'll be doing some more feedback content as it relates to what I'm learning and I'm experiencing as I'm continuing to fulfill my Sephora squad duties. And yeah, we got a lot of great things on the way, you guys. So I wish you all well. And for anyone who's watching this and anyone who this message resonates with, continue to be the most authentic version of yourself that feeds the frequency's highest value, which means that you're always going to choose the option in life that invests in the highest value of your lifestyle. So don't be afraid to take chances, and don't be afraid to push yourself to limits that that you thought weren't available, because God will show you how much He can actually do. And Luke 1:37 goes, "For nothing is impossible for God." Nothing is impossible for God. So believe that, see that, keep taking leaps of faith, keep reading what you're reading, and also keep letting the things fall off where they may. Some things are never meant to be held on to you for this long, and you have to really realize that everything is playing its part the way it's supposed to, even the things that are trying to strip themselves away. So nothing's gonna miss you that's for you. Everything's going to naturally gravitate towards your higher self when you choose to be the highest version of yourself. And don't judge what that looks like, because God will always show you what your decisions look like. And if you think it's you doing the work that's doing the high vibration, He's going to let you know that there's a time where you need to give the glory back to where the service came from. The mouth that He gave you, the tongue that you have, the people that you have been blessed with, all of those things were specifically chosen for your life path and specifically chosen for you to learn how you can be greater than what you thought, because it's God working through you in this greatest good that's going to continue to have the purpose to serve my brothers and sisters. So I thank you guys for allowing me to chit chat through this little thing real quick. To God be the glory for peace, to God be the glory for love, success, good health, substantial wealth, and nothing less, my friends. Peace.